Mila, myself, we will share the positive side. Okay, let's move to the next slide.
Thanks a lot, Armand. Thanks a lot, Sharon, and everybody here prior. And to all listeners, this is the most important topic for today without actually, I'm not trying to say that the other topics were not, they all were very important, but for the number of comments we have for the last few weeks, now I understand that this is the most wanted because the people feel overwhelmed and there's so many questions coming. It's funny, you know, before people were overwhelmed because lots of things were promised but not delivered. Now it's opposite. Lots of things has been delivered, but people cannot catch up with what was delivered. So now we need to actually do something and then tell them why it's happened like this. It's funny, you know, but it's good tendency. So I like that we make this huge shift. I don't know people who are on this webinar, if you've seen it, but for me, for the last, I would say 6 to 8 months, lots of things were delivered, which are great. It's a great sign. It's a great tendency. So I would like us to keep moving fast, to keep moving forward. And of course, the GFST is one of the projects which we proudly are moving forward with a really, really good speed. So let's type into the roadmap overview. So, you know, those of you who have attended our webinars for the last 4 months, you have witnessed from the roadmap launch together with STO Box. Then we moved to the product launch, which is GFST brand, which happened only last month. And today, for the first time ever, we are sharing now GFST Fintech STO updated roadmap, which is where we take the token to the public. And this is definitely exciting place. So what we have on our roadmap, we have a research stage, which already done. So it should be tick there. Legal framework for STO also have completed. It's the tick there. Utility token framework. This is something we are still on a process of shaping and deciding. And this is the reason why we introduced the conversion from CRU to WCRU. So this concept lays within the utility token framework. STO platform deployment, this will be done. And today I will share with you an Armand when exactly this will be done. But guys, I can promise you now, you don't need to wait for months. You don't even need to wait for weeks. So we will share with you when this will be done. And afterwards is the entering the global market, which means that GFST STO will be available for people, for external people who would like to buy the security token and be part of this project. Let's go to the next slide.
Wait, Mila. So I would like to point out here very important aspect. So that GFST, guys, this is it's like a first tap into the security token wall. Please, right now, whatever you're doing, so stop doing all these things. Just take your pen and paper and write it down, because in the details, you will see all the beauty. So the first thing, we all had our world crew. The world crew is backed up, by what assets, how many, and what is the total volume, value of that. We all that know. And those who doesn't, so please go to 2020, 2021 webinars, which are recorded and available on the YouTube. So you will see all this information. And we are taking only 20% out in order for us to be able to fulfill the promise of the security token. Because all these years, guys, we had our internal security token. We technically it's not the security token, but the company was treating every world crew holder as a shareholder of the company. So now what we did, we took out this 20% and you are getting that for free. So why people are complaining that the ratio is not that good. I don't like that I will get only a few tokens. Like this is all for free because we are taking you along with us into this journey which calls security token market. Without further ado, so now let's go to the next slide.
So global fintech, should be fintech, global fintech security token, or GFST. So the idea of this token, it was very simple, and this is something Armand already mentioned, that we have our prior project, which is associated hugely with Andre and with other companies, which at the moment we're not able to retrieve, or some of them on certain jurisdictions, which impossible to work at the moment. So therefore, GFST token is the token which given birth from idea of extract some of the assets. But we didn't stop on that idea. We took it further and we decided to launch full financial and fintech portfolio, which will be then developed into as independent instrument. So the GFST is the backbone of the vibrant business ecosystem, providing excellent opportunity for members to become co-owners of the fintech portfolio. At the moment, this GFST portfolio consists from the two companies, which is Unitex and Global UnitPay. But in the future, and I mean in the next months and so forth, we will be adding more and more assets, more and more companies to make sure that this token portfolio grows significantly. So when you will get access to the offering memorandum, you will see the strategies there, that there are different types of the echelon companies which we have developed. And on each echelon, the companies which will be added to the fintech token will mean that token will grow in the value. So therefore, one of them questions from our community was, what will I get the benefits from having the GFST? Well, very simple. The GFST is actually the first, this is a pioneer security token, which is combined from very fast growing fintech sector. If you will have a look on Google today, you will not find any security token which, number one, consists from financial sector, and number two, has more than one assets being backed up. So therefore, this is our USP when we are collecting multiple assets under one umbrella, and we choose the FNT, we choose the fintech sector, we choose the Unitex and other companies, because this is the fast growing sector in the world. And if you have a look at the world, what it used to be 5 years ago and what it is now, you'll see yourself the massive shift onto the blockchain technology, into the tokenization, into the fintech, into the securitization. And there's so many things which clearly telling us and showing us that fintech is the future. So therefore, we have decided to take these assets, which are the most fast growing assets in our portfolio, and emphasize on them. So the people who are co-owners of their WCRU, they also, like Armand said, would be able to receive this token completely as the gift. So this is the first fintech STO token, which will be launched on the global market, guys, this year. On a platform which is our own dashboard. We will share with you the later details. This token will be live. The token will be live this year, which means that outside investors would be able to participate into the security token offering, which is equal to almost entering, like IPO. So we will do our STO this year with the GFST token, which is really, really huge and very fast step, taking into consideration that we launched this idea only a few months ago. Also, this token, as I mentioned, has a huge growth potential because of the segments and the companies we added into this. You can also convert and utilize some of the tokens which you previously had in order for you to receive GFST. And I'm talking about the CRU and WCRU, and later on the second part of this session, we will cover some of the formulas and remind you what will be the conversion. Also, you will be able to receive some of the returns much more earlier, because once the token is there on the public, you would be able to see yourself the tendency and the pricing for the token. And if you would like to sell this token in the future, it is very highly probable that this GFST token will be available for sale for investors, for early investors, much more earlier than any other tokens which we had in our ecosystem. Because as I mentioned, there are some companies are under certain jurisdiction. There is some companies which needs to Andre to be present, but GFST token is completely independent. It's independent company with the independent assets, so we would be able to move it much more faster. And of course, this token will be a dividend token, which is in alignment with the new economic evolution of the world strategy. So whatever that we do, we are not step away from our mission and vision. We are promoting the new economic evolution of the world, which means, in a simple terms, that people are co-owners of the assets, and co-owners mean that they would be able to have security token, which is backed up by the assets. And this is from where co-ownership is. Also, people would be able to promote some of the instruments independently using a CoinSet company and other companies which we have in our back office. And of course, the people will be clients because they will be using. So if you are using Global Unit Pay and you're a client of the Global Unit Pay, you know how amazing this company is. But also now we have opportunity to become co-owner of the Global Unit Pay. Yes, not 100% of the company will be, given to one person, but even this fraction of the company which will be added to the GFST portfolio means that you would be a shareholder and co-owner through the security token. So therefore, you can proudly say next time when you see your friend, if you have the GFST token, that, you know what, I'm co-owner of the Swiss-based company, and I'm co-owner of the Estonian-based Unitex company, which is the truth. So that's why co-ownership and having the dividend, which is the residual income, it's very important concept which we sustained on GFST token as well. Armand, would you like to add something?
Yes, I would like to add that every single one of you, so please write it down, that GFST, like Mila said, it's not only security token. For us, like me, Mila, and the entire team, we are treating this as an IPO, but in another form, the form of STO. So now I would like to ask every single one of you, how many security tokens, guys, you have? Just type in the chat, how many security, like a real proper security tokens you have right now? How many? 0, press 0. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking apart from GFST. So GFST, nobody has yet, right? But security tokens, I mean like from other companies, and today like on the security token market, you can buy security tokens. If you really have security token, put the number. All right, so I see that most of the people doesn't have security tokens. And by the way, I don't have security token. I've been investing in a different businesses, but I don't have security token. And the reason why I don't have security, like a proper security token, based on the papers, on the platform, on the KYC, IML, and other stuff that you need to go through, 0. You know why? Because it's not that easy to get access to the security tokens. This is the first thing. The second thing, that all of you are coming along with the company to the first security token, which is backed up by several assets. I did my due diligence, and if you will go and try in a Google, like a search, any search engine, to find or to search for the security token, which is backed up with the 2, 3 businesses, you won't find it. It doesn't exist, and this is our advantage. I want you to please very carefully listen everything that me and Mila will share today. We are ahead of all the other security tokens only by the simple concept to putting 2 businesses today, which by the way, already has a valuation, and that valuation is much bigger, much higher than we were expecting. The second thing, which is also important, that another two are on the way to be added to the GFST security token. So which will give minimum double or 50 or 20 or 10% on the top of whatever price will be starting. So apart from the supply and demand, there will be additional interest for this token, and token growing will not be depending only on the supply and demand, but also on the valuation that the companies has. All that will be transferably available for all of you who will get to the Starbucks platform to read and check and even calculate. All that will be there. All the evidence of the papers, tokenomics, prospectus, like everything will be there according the legal process. And you are coming together with us, and you get these tokens just a gift. Nobody's taking away anything from what you own, what I own, but this will be additional. And I want you, please, to keep that in mind. That's what I said. We can focus on the negative things that, oh my God, so this is not, we are not going to the IPO, which is a very famous thing, and we can go to the NICE or NASDAQ or London Stock Exchange, but we choose the Starbucks platform. At the moment, most of you doesn't even realize where Starbucks will go, where Starbucks company will be in the next 2-3 years. You don't realize that, but you will see. Mila, back to you.
Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. So now I will share with you the launch strategy, which it's actually for next 4 months. And as you can see, there are like lots of things which we're gonna accomplish for the next 1 or 2 months. And July, I would say July, August will be the most important. So please listen here carefully. And I know that we have some other languages translators, so I will try to slow down a little bit. So July, what expect in July? Our site, official GFST site, will be open this month, July. You will see more details coming next week because this is where we plan to launch our website. Also, as you know, we have started since a week a little bit the preferential conversion for those people who are old members of the community who have CRU and WCRU token. Now we have opportunity to use preferential conversion in order for you to swap one token to another token. In the middle of July, we're planning to open the dashboard. Dashboard will be connected to the website. So GFST website will be launched. Then you will see the sign there login. And when you log in, you will go to the dashboard. So inside of this dashboard, you would need to use your credentials to have Solbi ID token in order for you to log in, because these tokens means compliance. So all people who receive Solbi ID means that you are compliant, you verified, you would be able to log into the dashboard. Those people who have not yet received Solbi ID, so you have 2 choices how you can receive it. Choice number 1, you go to sbidwebsite.io and you can buy the token, then complete the verification and mint the token in order for you to have your ID. Or you can, if you don't want to do this and if you don't want to have the any third-party tokens, you don't have to buy the token itself. But then during the verification, you would need to pay for verification itself, which will cost around $10. And you would have 3 trials to complete the verification, because not everybody managed to verify their accounts for the first time. So therefore, STO Box gives you 3 references which you able to try to do verification 3 times. Then you would be given your ID, your virtual ID, and with this virtual ID, you would be able to log into the dashboard. When you will log into the dashboard, middle of June or the August, when the dashboard will be open, you will see their share drop. So the share drop will be of the crypto unit. Number 2, for WCRU holders. We will cover with you on the top 5 questions step by step, and you can take the print screen, exactly the steps which you need to take further. But the share drop will be open on the dashboard. So people just need to click claim button. But again, not to rush you, not to make this, not to say do it as soon as possible. We give you lots of time to complete the KYC verification, and also claim function will be available for everybody for the entire duration of the, not just share drop, but for entire duration of the dashboard opening, which means that you can claim your token anytime. It could be September, it could be October, it could be November, it could be next year. So until further notice, you will be able to claim your tokens as you wish. So therefore, there is no rush to go and to claim as soon as the dashboard is opening, because we understand we have a huge community. We understand that there's going to be lots of questions about verification, about the KYC. We have been through this with the Unitex and Global UnitPay. So therefore, we have agreement with the Esto box, and they created the platform for us in a way that our people would be able to claim at any point, because there are some countries who are today on the red list. But even for these countries, we're going to keep the claim function until, guys, your country is being upgraded, or until there is some sanctions will be over, and one day, hopefully sooner than later, it will be over for the entire world. So you will have your claim function there available for you, because we have made this decision to reserve share drop tokens for our community, for CoinSet community. So therefore, if you are not able to claim it in August or September or October, please do not worry. This is yours. This is going to be your token, which will be launched for you, and you would be able to claim at your own speed, at your own pace. We made this promise, and now we're making this public, and Armand will back me up, that these tokens will be reserved for our community for as long as needed. If some countries need to wait for years, then they will be there reserved for the years. We will not offer this to other investors. We will keep it for you guys to make sure that everybody are given what they promised to have. And then approximately September, October, don't quote me here, because the final STO, this is a subject of lots of variables and lots of things needs to happen before the STO launch. But we're planning to do the public STO launch. As I said, this year is going to be Q3 or Q4 latest 2023, but STO will be public, and then all people from countries which are accepted will be able to participate, even if they are outside of our community. Armand?
Yes, Mila, absolutely clear for me, and I hope that it's also clear for people. Guys, press let's say 10 if you completely understood entire roadmap, and 1 if not. And while you're doing this, I would like to share with those people who are, let's say, who've been supporting company, who've been all the time believing and buying crew from those people who were dumping very badly this coin. And now, if you will read between the lines, what Mila just said, that every single person will be able to claim at any time of the year, of the month, at any time you will be able to claim your GFST. So which means if I'm buying today someone's crew, automatically I will be able to claim for that particular crew GFST on the platform. Do you understand now what I'm saying? We converted all, let's say, we allocated to every single crew and world crew member their GFST. So now it's upon you who will be able to be faster getting more WCRU, because there's the two benefits. The first benefit is you are still 100% co-owner of all the assets, including GFST assets. But if you manage to convert, no, not to convert, if you manage to claim, manage to pass KYC, IML, SBID, if you manage to go there, then you will get additionally today your GFST. If not, then when your countries will accept security token, when I would like to directly speak with our American partners, guys, we hear you, we know what challenges you have, and Canadian partners. So all of you are safe, and whenever SEC, Gary Gensler will make up their mind, what is the security token? What needs to be done in order for you to have a security token? You will be always having your chance to get your piece of pie.
Absolutely. Thank you, Armand. So now we're gonna go to the top 5 questions answered, and I believe that this is something, guys, you should really listen carefully. If needed, take the print screen. If needed, please watch again on the YouTube. Also, after this webinar, you will see in chat that the same questions and answers, but I think we have over 35 of them, also will be distributed on our social media channels, where you would be able to read as well. So for those of you who are not fancy of listening and watching, we also prepared 35 questions, a huge file where all these your most common questions are answered. So please watch it carefully. Let's go to the next slide. Top 5 Q&A and next. So first, who can participate into the share drop and at what condition? So let's go through this carefully together. The GFST share drop will be available to anyone with account on the Cryptounit blockchain and WCRU balance. Only 20% of your WCRU balance will be eligible for the share drop distribution. Here we drove the example for you. If you have 1,000 WCRU, only 200, which is 20%, will participate into the distribution. So the formula is very simple. 20% from total of your portfolio, which is 200, this scenario, we do times 0.02631, where 0.02631 is coefficient. So this coefficient can be various from 0.024 to 0.028. It will depend on the final number of the conversion. So that's why this coefficient at the moment, it is approximate. And this is exactly what we've been saying from the day one. And this is exactly what you see in your slide. So following this formula, the person who has 1,000 WCRU will be able to receive 5 GFST tokens, and where, again, the 0.26 is approximate coefficient. So the price of the GFST token at the STO launch calculated based on asset value. The good news for everybody, and I've been waiting for this for a very long time, that we have finally received evaluation from the Crow International dated this year, guys. Only last month we have received the final evaluation of the Unitex and final evaluation of the global unit pay. We have received actually 4 files, and we would be able to share only with those people who requested it after they signed NDA. So the evaluation is market evaluation, which we have never done before, and investment evaluation based on 2 years of the business being in the market. So for old community, if you remember our old evaluation, It's always been done from the future prediction. But this is the first time in the history our evaluation is not just based on the future, but we took the 2 or 3 years, Unitex, I believe, 2.5 years in the market, global in it's around 2 years. So this evaluation been taken from actual numbers and continuation of the growing tendency of both companies. So therefore, these 4 files to market evaluation and to investment evaluation, they're ready for big investors, they're ready for the members of our community who would like to dive deeper into the formulas, read the analysis. These are very big files. I think it's around 35 pages each, but this is something really we've been waiting a lot. And this is the proof. Nobody can tell, oh, your token is worth nothing. Well, guys, now we have a third party, one of the biggest company actual evaluation has done. So we can go with this evaluation to the banks, to the investors, to the hedge funds, and we can actually now have all the proof that assets have been invested, that the businesses are real. So nobody anymore could even dare to say that, what we're doing is, it's fishy or it's something is not real. It's now, I'm sorry to say, but it will be stupid if people would state it so. So don't be caught out as being the person who did not understand, and have a look, learn what we do, understand what has been done, and be proud of everything what actually been created. But this is the final calculations for the share drop. So now everybody would be able to calculate. So therefore, whatever the WCRU you have, do the little calculation, take the 20% off, do times the formula that you can see on your screen, and you will see approximately the number of the GFST token you will receive. And little note here, GFST token will be produced on the Binance Smart Chain. We're not going to do this on the Cryptounit blockchain for the various reasons. One of the main reasons, because it's security token and there are some smart contracts and like other technical I would say implementations are not able to do on a Cryptounit blockchain. So therefore, to get the further exposure, to get the further market, a decision has been made after comparison of all possible blockchain. Decision was made to launch GFST on the Binance blockchain, on the Binance Smart Chain. So therefore, make sure that you also have with your MetaMask, you have a BNB, at least spend maybe $5 to $10 to have the BNB token worth of $5 or $10, because in the future, when you will be able to do some of the manipulation with the token, you would need to have a gas. And in this case, the gas will be not on UNTB on a Cryptounit blockchain. Gas will be powered by Binance blockchain. So therefore, you would need to have BNB. For those of you who might feel it's a bit overwhelmed, don't worry, we're going to produce some of the educational and schools and teach you. And that's why also I invite you to have a look at the product hub and get yourself Italian product, which is ABC blockchain, where you would be able to learn, because this is a bit technical, but we will try to make as simple as possible.
Yes, Bill, I would like to add, again, those people who are complaining that this is a low number. Guys, it is a low number if you are considering yourself as a person who purchased opportunity through the educational packages that Andrei Havratov was providing, and as a bonus, you've been given this ownership option, okay? And if you didn't purchase all these years since we listed our crew token, if you didn't purchase, then of course you probably have very small amount. But again, I will repeat myself, you are getting this token for free. You still have entire Vault Crew portfolio, including the same assets for 80% in the Vault Crew form. So what I mean by this is like nobody is taking anything from you. You are either getting something extra or you will be able to get something extra. That's it. That's Please mark my word. That's how simple it is. If you don't like your number, you have option right now to get your crew from those people who are not here on this webinar, who are not listening. Get that crew, bring it to your portfolio, convert it into the Vault crew, and participate for the 20% airdrop. This is very clear, I hope, from now and forever. All right?
Let's go to the next question. Question number 2. What are the preferential terms for converting through CRU to WCRU? So you can see now the formula on your screen for those who have been in a company for a while. So we use exactly same preferential terms, which has been introduced years ago. So we did not add a single penny extra to this, because we wanted to keep it, as simple as possible, but also to keep it fair. So therefore, we used exactly same formula. So the conversion formula is 1 WCRU equal 1 CRU times 1% fee. That's it. And above, you can see there are some of the example. So if you decided to convert 100,000 CRU to 100,000 WCRU, so the conversion will be 100,000 WCRU times 0.0035 divided by 100. It's equal 35 USDU. So you will be spending only 35 USDU for you to get this conversion. And 1% fee will be linked to the price of their CRU. That's why 0.035, this number is represented CRU. Again, we decided to keep it simple to make sure that everybody can get access to this. And another good piece of news. So for those who have participated in the event staking, and we have smart contracts for event staking, it will be unlocked in April 2024. We're going to do the share drop number 2 for those people who will receive event staking bonuses. We're going to do another preferential conversion. That time, it will be next year, probably around May. Don't quote me now on the exact date, but after event staking is done, we're going to give you a second option to do the conversion then. So therefore, again, this was a very big technical hurdle for STO Box team. And please say a huge thank you to them. I think sometimes we don't tell them, thanks enough times, because they're not just helping us with it strategically, but they created something like amazing, customized their platform for us. There are so many things which they have never done, and they hired another team of support and another team of IT people just to satisfy our community, because they understand the scope of our business. They like our idea, our mission. So we really work so well with these guys. So if you have the access to them, today Twitter or today social media, please say thank you, because it's only because of them we're able to do share drop number 2. Before, it was not an option, and they come up with a solution only last week. And for us, it's amazing, guys. So for those of you who has another CRU coming after event staking, the good news, you would be able to use preferential conversion then. And also those tokens which will be produced, you would be able to participate in the share drop number 2.
Yes. Hope it's clear. I would like to just add one little thing. That you remember, I think it was last year, we allowed the conversion, and after that the conversion was closed. And many people were complaining because it's not the right way, so you need to treat everyone equally, so please open the conversion. And here it is. Right now, there is opportunity for you to expand your portfolio, to buy cheap from those people who are right now dumping. If the reason why they are dumping, because they don't know what exactly security token will be looking like. They don't know that. And if you at least will take a little time to do your own due diligence about the security token market, then you will understand that we are pioneers. Here is the fact that Yahoo Finance last year, they made an article that security token volume will be exceeding by 2030 over $162 trillion. This is a pure fact. BlackRock, company which has the biggest assets probably in their portfolio, they are talking about, and I'm quoting, you don't have Bitcoin, forget about Bitcoin. The next big thing is a security token. So then let me ask you the question, why don't you think me and Mila, an entire team, we are so passionate working towards the security token? Because this is much greater than you can even expect. So you will see very soon that the security tokens will be all around. The people will be talking about them the same